Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Don P from Don P Sounds. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more great content for beat makers. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about adding that modern vocal sound into your productions. And I'm going to take a vocal that I pulled from Big Drip. It's a product by Tempo Audio Group that has vocal melodies. And I'm going to show you what I originally had and what I broke it up to. So let's check it out. So my original vocal was here. So clearly it's a male vocal, but I wanted something to float over the top. So I'm going to show you how I got from there to here. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I took the original loop and I chopped it up into 3 parts. So you can see those chops right here. Once I chopped them up, I cleaned the ends, faded them down, and simply drug each vocal onto a separate pad. And you can do this in any software sampler, hardware production piece, software piece, as long as it allows for drag and drop, as long as you can save those samples to a pad or to a key, you can get it done. Now I'm using Atom and I'm using Studio One. So that's what I have and that's what I love to use, but you can use pretty much anything from FL Studio to Pro Tools. Just depends on what you prefer. Okay, so once I got the pads set, what I did was clicked on each individual pad and I choked them all to choke group 1 because I didn't want to have double hits. So a choke group just says that when I play one pad, I can't play 2 pads at a time. So I can play one pad and then I can choke it and shut it off by playing a second pad. So we can choke those pads off so that we won't have double hits or 2 vocals playing at the same time. That makes it better for production and performance, as you will see later on in the video. Okay, so next what I did is I had to deal with, because the original vocal was a male, I had to deal with the heavy duty voice, all of the low end. And you have to move that out of the way when you have a full production, because if you don't, it'll make your whole mix muddy. So let me show you what I did first. I'm going to turn on my inserts here. And then I'm going to show you, I just used a stock EQ. And what I did was I cut the low end off pretty aggressively, starting at about 200. And then I dipped it at 500. And as you can see here, around 2K, somewhere in that area, and 10K, I lifted it up a few dBs. So this will move it out of the way in terms of the low end instruments, basses, keys that are in a lower register, so that that vocal will ride over the top of the beat. Okay, the next thing that I did was a really cool trick that I love, and that's an analog delay. I'm going to show you that. So I did an analog delay, and guys, everyone has delays and EQs, so this is nothing necessarily special. You just have to find a delay and an EQ that you like and that is easy for you to operate. So I set the timing to quarter notes and I hit the sync button so that I could sync it with the actual tempo, which is at 126. I adjusted the mix a little bit and the feedback. So that, without the delay in, it sounds like this. It was just a small delay that was on the original sample. Now, when I added the quarter note delay in, the analog delay, I got this. So it gives it more dimension, more feel there, sounds more like a record. So I'm going to get rid of the analog delay now. And what I'm going to also show you is a couple of other small things that really kind of set you apart when you're doing this. Pitching. You know, I could have took the vocal where it was and fit it in the mix, but I felt like it needed to be in a higher register to balance everything out, and you'll hear the beat shortly. So what I did was I took all of these vocals and I pitched them up. I transposed them, and you can pitch easily. So I went up 6 times on the transpose. Sometimes I filter it, if I feel like it has some noise or some artifacts that I want to take out, or if the vocal was recorded and it has a lot of hiss on it, you can use this filter to cut back on that. But in this particular case, I was happy with the top end, so I didn't really mess with the filter. So let's get to the beat. I'm going to play it for you so you can see the different parts, and then I'll play each part separately. Very cool. So first, what I did was I brought in a guitar from the Golden Electric Guitar Loops product. Then I found a synth bell and I tuned the synth bell. Next, I chopped the vocal. Then after that, I found this cool synth, kind of like a lead ARP synth. Then I found a string part. So you can hear the fade at the end. And I pulled the strings way down in the mix. I wanted them to be there, but for it to really kind of sit back in the mix. I didn't want you to feel like the strings were up in front because I don't want anything to get in the way of our vocal. All right, next, I programmed some drums, which I pulled from the one-shots of the kit. And then I pulled a real nice 808 and sampled that and spread it across the keyboard and kind of played it in tune. Okay, guys, great. Now we get to the fun part, the actual performance of the vocal over the top of the beat. So let's check that out. And there we are, that modern vocal sound made simple and easy. Again, guys, I'm Don P from Don P Sounds. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Keep it tuned right here for more incredible videos. Till the next time, keep making great music. Peace.